Hello YouTube world, Pretend Farmer here. Not a real farmer, just pretending. I've been getting asked a lot of questions here lately about people buying little chicks. They get chicks and they've already got a mature established flock, and they want to know, when can I introduce these little fellas in with the bigger ones? We're going to talk about it in this video. What you see here is two mature Salmon Favrel hens that are about 6 months old, and they're eating alongside of chicks that are as young as 2 weeks. You can see there the little Rhode Island Reds. They're not even fully feathered yet. I got their starter feed out here, and naturally the bigger chickens want to have their taste of it. But yes, if you read stuff, your rule of thumb tells you not to introduce chicks into an established flock until they're about 2/3 of the size of the bigger birds. And the reason why is because of picking. You don't want them getting pecked or attacked. They can get seriously hurt, even die. But, you know, just because everything you read says that doesn't mean that's necessarily the way it is. As you can see here, these chicks as young as 2 weeks are hanging out with their bigger companions. Everybody's getting along fine. There's two things that I did that made this possible. First of all, I have a big coop. I have an 8x8 coop, and it allowed me to screen off a corner where the younger ones could stay. I left them about a week like that under the heat lamp where the bigger ones could see them, but they couldn't get to them. And that kind of helped everybody get acquainted with each other. Then I turned them loose. And as you can see, even though there's no affiliation, these chicks were all bought at Tractor Supply or somewhere else. These older hens, they don't mind them being there. So in a nutshell, there is no proper age to introduce your chicks to a flock. I just want you to realize, don't believe the stuff you read that says they have to be 2/3 of the size and you gotta wait for like 2 months to do it. A good chicken farmer knows their flock. They watch their flock closely, and if there's problems, you just address them. There you can see even Mr. Rooster gets along fine with the youngsters. He doesn't even care that they're there. He probably thinks it's his doing. A lot of people would still have these chicks in a brooder under a heat lamp. They're not old at all. They're not fully feathered. But when you're in the first week of August and the temperatures are up in the 90s, sometimes you just gotta try things. Now, understand that I'm free ranging my chickens half the time, and even when they're not free ranging, they have a really big run area, really big coop. So space is key here. If you got a really small coop, you might not be able to get away with this. They have plenty of space, they can spread out, and they can get away from one another if there's a problem. Also, these are a very calm breed of chickens that I've got. If you have a more aggressive breed, you might not be able to get away with this. So there is no magic one answer fits all, but I just thought I would put a video out there for what's worked for me. And these things are a lot tougher than people give them credit for. They don't need constant heat in the summer. They don't need to wait 2 months to be thrown in with the flock.